Everyone. You wake up, you turn on the faucet, you brush your teeth, you go to the bathroom, you flush the toilet, you take a shower, probably stand in it for a little longer than you're supposed to, and then you come to class. Everyone knows that this is what we usually do every morning. However, what you probably didn't know was that this routine, as well as other daily activities in a typical U.S. home, as cited in the article Water Efficiency by Stone in 1995, amounts up to 80 gallons of water per person per day. Now, this is a rather large statistic, which I personally wouldn't have had any interest in or wouldn't really knew what it was about until I took AP Environmental my junior year, and that was when California was in a drought, and that is when I learned why clean water is so important and why conserving water is so important. However, we all know by today and this past week that California is not in a drought anymore. But as you can see, California still, as well as Texas, uses a lot of water. The dark blue states show that it uses 20,000 to 38,000, the water withdrawals in million gallons per day, compared to the very almost white states, which use 0 to 2,000. So even though we're not in a drought, we can't succumb to what in the article As Rain Finally Falls by Wood in 2014 states as a false sense of security. And we must still be aware of our water use and more specifically our water waste, because water conservation on a daily basis is vital in preventing California from running out of clean water and can easily be obtained by using simple tricks and tips that can help us have our clean water for more urgent uses than just it being wasted. So the answer to why we need to conserve water is equally important of why we need water in the first place. And in the article Slow the Flow by Kennedy in 2015, he says 3 million college students are constantly letting water go down the drain. And this is a huge water waste, and this clean water can be put to better use as far as drinking goes and not just being wasted. This point is backed up in the article Why is Wasting Water So Cheap by Harkinson. And a lot of people think that clean water is a bottomless resource, and that's why the need is so prevalent to conserve. And so as college students, especially here at Cal Poly, we are the center of a community that can enact change to conserve water to satisfy this need, because our water rates are increasing by such an alarming rate. And we can utilize this by using 3 easy steps that everyone should know. So the first step is take a shorter shower. As you can see, a 30-minute shower uses 570 liters of water, and decreasing that shower by 5 minutes decreases the liters to 475, which is a pretty significant amount. And as stated in the article Shower with a Friend by Mass in 2010, if you reduce the time by half a minute, it reduces the energy quite significantly per year. And the next tip is turn off the faucet, especially between rinses when you're brushing your teeth. And in the article Less is More by Bolden in 2007, turning off the faucet between rinses saves 3,650 gallons per year. And as you can see in this little pie chart, we talked about showering being a huge percentage of water use, and brushing your teeth is 17%. And you can save 4 gallons a minute if you turn off the water while you brush your teeth, which is a pretty significant amount. And the last thing everyone can do and keep in mind is make it aware, especially as college students, to the administration about leaky faucets, because we know just how much water we can save if we turn off the faucets or report these leaks. And advocate for water sense toilets, which have a decreased amount of liters per flush. And as you can see in the pie chart, flushing toilets is also a pretty big chunk of indoor water usage. So I know I just threw a lot of stats at you, but they're not just random because they all amount to a huge water waste problem, especially in college life. And you can incorporate these tips into your daily routine and actually conserve a lot of water, which can be utilized for more urgent uses than just wasting it. So, if you continue to live your life like the first scenario I described and not keep in mind water conservation, then the future is pretty dim because, as stated in the article Global Water Crisis by Loomis in 2013, companies who source water have created a social conflict in communities between people who have access and who don't have access to clean water. And this is a huge problem because as the population increases, so does the need for water. And we can't just be wasting it, or else we won't have water for what we actually need it for, like drinking. However, if you do utilize at least one of the tips I described, taking a shorter shower, turning off the faucet, or reporting leaks, or advocating for water-sense toilets, then we can see more of a world of conservation. And this is especially prevalent for all of our lives in SLO County because, as stated in the article California by Engineering News in 2006, SLO County actually proposed a plan for a pipeline to outsource water from a lake because of the declining amount of clean water and compared to the increased water use. And if we incorporate these tips that I described, then we can stop this and have more clean water. And we all want SLO to continue to look like that picture there. And so basically incorporating these tips every day to conserve water is a very important thing that I think everyone should do, and also encourage others as well as report water waste to SLO County. So tomorrow I hope your daily morning routine looks a little bit different. You wake up, you brush your teeth, but turn off the faucet while you're brushing your teeth, and then take a shower, but maybe shorten that shower by a minute or half a minute, and mostly be aware of your use of water and the use of water of people around you, and spread the word to conserve water. Thank you for listening.